Embrace the magic. So today we're going to talk about Battlemaster maneuvers, because when the spells run out, it's time to wield the sword in battle. Commander's Strike. You give up an action and a bonus action in order to give an ally a reaction of theirs to use an attack with a weapon. Now, the reason I think this is better in D&D is because the reaction can be done outside of their turn, which means rogues can potentially get another sneak attack in, since it's not on their turn that they're getting their reaction. But in BG3, you have to use the reaction in your own turn. Disarming Attack. So Disarming Attack can be used either in melee or ranged, and it can be very interesting in BG3 because after you disarm them, you can immediately pick up their weapon. And if they don't have any replacement weapon, this means that they'll end up doing a lot less damage. In this case here, I disarmed his ranged weapon, so on his turn, he used his melee weapons, so it wasn't that effective. Distracting Strike. So I think this ability is alright overall. Basically, you hit the opponent, and then the next ally that attacks will get advantage on his or her attack. This is obviously very good if you're setting up a rogue, for example, to guarantee that he gets his sneak attack, and eventually someone else who needs advantage. However, it only lasts for one attack, so it's a bit like a guiding bolt in that sense. Evasive Footwork. So this ability looks better than it seems, because you get the equivalent of a dodge ability. Enemies get disadvantage to hit you. However, it only lasts one turn, meaning at the end of your turn it goes away. So if you really want to do the hit and run technique, I would just grab the mobility feat, much easier. Feinting Attack. Okay, so the Feinting Attack uses your action and bonus action in order to attack with advantage. So the way I see it, if you don't have a good use for your bonus action, this can be quite good. However, I think there are better maneuvers in game. Goading Attack. Okay, so Goading Attack on paper looks like a nice tanking ability in the sense that if the enemy doesn't attack you, it gets disadvantage when it attacks an ally. However, as it is in the game right now, it only lasts one turn, so when it's the turn of the enemy, the debuff wears off. As can be seen here, Shadowheart is critted, even though the attack was supposed to be with disadvantage, but it was not. Manoeuvring Attack. So Manoeuvring Attack is an interesting one. Basically, you get to attack the enemy and buff an ally with 50% extra move that also ignores attacks of opportunity. So this is a nice buff to have. However, you do have to wait until the ally's turn for it to be used. Menacing Attack. So Menacing Attack gives them the frightened condition if they fail their save against your DC, and frightened condition is pretty good. It gives them disadvantage to their attacks, and they also cannot move, so this is perfect for a ranged fighter. Precision Attack. For me, this is a must-have for any fighter, especially for those who use the Sharpshooter or Great Weaponmaster feat, because it mitigates the -5 to attack by basically granting a superiority die bonus to your attack. So, as can be seen here, I had a +8 bonus to attack, which is enormous. pushing attack. So pushing attack is quite nice. It can get you out of a tight spot in melee. It can push enemies off cliffs. The knockback with 4.5 meters is quite nice too. Rally. So rally is quite interesting. Initially I thought 8 temp HP, not so great, but then I realized it can also be used to revive an ally since it grants 1 HP. So pretty useful, I guess. Put this on a barbarian or someone with warding bond, and the resistance will make the temp HP be effectively double its worth. Riposte. Now this is an amazing ability for melee fighters. Basically every time the enemy misses, you get an opportunity to use your reaction to attack them. And more attacks always equals a good time. So yeah, definitely grab this, even if you don't have huge amounts of AC. Sweeping attack. So to me, sweeping attack is one of those where you have to be careful with positioning. So in this example, you see that I'm going to use a shove to set up my sweeping attack. So if you can regularly try and do this kind of thing, maybe it's very good. If not, maybe you won't be using it so much. Yeah, overall, I kind of like it. Trip attack. So I'm a big fan of this maneuver, whether you're melee or ranged, because prone, leaving an enemy prone basically setups your whole party to attack the enemy with advantage. So evidently this is a very good thing. You cannot go wrong with making an enemy prone. So even if you're a ranged party, you know, the enemy still has to waste movement getting up from prone, so even then it's not so bad. So what are your thoughts on all these maneuvers? Which ones would you rank the highest and the lowest? Thank you for watching, fellow wizard, and may magic be with you.